a flame. Hold on, I can make it rain. Oh, do you hear the thunder? No, don't let it bring you down. Look up and see the light. You're not alone, don't give up like that. Oh yeah, got a ways to go. Break that wall, let the spirit flow. I know you ain't done yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. We're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Reach out, reach out. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. On first down, Smith. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And now it's second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to the air, Smith on second down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Third and long, it's Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
So we have to remember this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They go play action here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go. Let's round. Let's round. Let's round. Let's round.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Back to throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
They don't give it here to his running back. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Now Wentz on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory. There on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Switch.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. 3.5 to go, first quarter. Coleman now finding some room at midfield, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Out of the gun, Smith. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Smith on 3rd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Wentz. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top. top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
As Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. The Vikings opening their lead up to 2 touchdowns now. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And left side here, it's Graham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Smith. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now they try the right side here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to maneuver. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to it.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. I think you'd have to say this crowd here in Seattle, this 12th man had something to do with that.
As well as the architect of this stadium. Combined with this crowd noise, makes it very difficult to run offense. And here, a 2 points result for the defense.
It is deafening in here. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have the highlights of this first half, but he won't have touchdowns because we haven't had any to this point.
But there's still time, though, partner.
Wentz now to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now a play fake. Wentz steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Come on, let's go!
They're going to look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Now you got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
Let's go. 38.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And it's a fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First down throw, it's Smith. Wide open receiver, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Fresh set of downs here. And they're going to go soft on the corners. The final shot here before break. Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe
Super toe.
8 yards to go here on second down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Here we go.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out of here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage, and they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time, but the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And some room to roam now. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They'll look look to throw now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. DeAndre Smelter, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Smith now to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Play action. It's Smith. And Miller with it over the middle. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Give him 30 yards there. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
It's Coleman here. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, end result, touchdown.
And he knocks it through. That makes it a 5-point ball game. It's 15-10 now.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that?
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go. Let's go. Let's round.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 82 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. And the Texans have scored to add on to their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top for Miller. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Off of play action, here's Smith. He's got his man, Boyd. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Here's Coleman. And an alley to run. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carl Lawson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on second down is Smith. And he's going to go down again. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Third and long, it's Smith. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. First down and goal to go from the 7. Coleman. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On second down, here's Smith. And he back at the 11-yard line. Samson Abukum, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for the Niners. 59 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. To throw here. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Here we go. A big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Smith. Benjamin with it over the middle.
completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Smith now to throw. On the right side, this is Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now it's Smith. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Smith. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Smith. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Throwing again is Smith. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. To throw is Smith. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the foot. Ball back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So second and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
Back to throw here.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. We're going into the